Hey, so we're going to be talking about um, people that make you mad or angry or giving you a hard time. Don't bother wasting any energy or time on them. Just put it back into yourself and level up. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about this today because I get a lot of people asking me, well, how do I deal with this and how do I deal with that? And how do I get over a breakup up? Someone did me wrong. Don't focus on that because you can't change that. It's already done. You shouldn't want to change somebody who left you anyway. So focus on yourself and put all that anger and energy back into yourself to make yourself even better so that eventually you're out of their league. Eventually you'll ask yourself, what did I ever see in that person? Or eventually you'll ask yourself, why was I even dealing with people like that? So what you got to do is just put it back into yourself. Do not give your energy away to other people. If you give it away to other people, then you're losing precious energy, time, and stuff that you could be using to focus on yourself. hmm Um, it takes a lot of effort to really, focus on another whole being than to focus on, you know, making your life what you want it to be. Thank you, Brandy Perkins. Sprinkle, sprinkle, level up. So make sure if you have no energy, no desire to get up and level up, and no reason to put on makeup and no reason to get up in the morning and make yourself look beautiful, but you find the energy to go and be mad and stalk people and like your ex-boyfriend or somebody, or somebody, or send nasty emails, or you know go see who he liked on Instagram. If you got time to do all of that, you gotta make the decision. What's more important, you or them? You're showing them that they are more important than you are because you still looking bad and giving them your time. Even though they left your life, you still giving them all of your time, even though you're not getting anything whatsoever in return except more anger. So, a lot of women have trouble letting go. Um, and this is why it's so hard for them to level up, because they're so tired from trying to hang on to something that not want them anymore, or trying to push something that is no longer, there anymore. So take that energy and put it into yourself. Um, mhm. Yeah, a lot of people do need to hear this. So, when you put a lot of time, effort, and energy back into yourself, you're gonna get good results. You're gonna see change. You're gonna get things that you've been wanting. That's just how it works. If you don't put enough time and effort and, priority with yourself, you're not going to see yourself blossom or level up or do the things that you always wanted to do. Thank you, Signy, right on time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when you're focused on all the negative things or things that you don't like or other people, you're taking away your precious time that you could be using to get yourself together and not, have to feel, a certain way one more day. Full moon, good vibes, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Legier. So, if you're one of those people that spend more time thinking about other people, looking for other people, you know, um, on other people's social media, take another look back at yourself and ask yourself, do you give yourself enough time? Are you giving yourself more time than you're giving others who don't even really, think you matter? So that's a good thing to ask yourself. Um, mhm. If you compare yourself to other people, hopefully that they are out of your reach and they are someone that is an inspiration to you because they're going to keep you going, just by their example. It's good to have someone out of your reach that is your goals because it helps you because they're going to keep living their best life. And by watching them, you can do the same as well. I was constantly checking the last man's IG constantly that I was seeing what kind of ruined things I've learned. This what? Okay. You need to hear this today. Yes. Get off those people's Instagram, get off their Facebook, get off their Twitter, whatever you own. Get out of there. Okay. They don't care about you anymore. Why do you care about them? You know. So care about yourself because right like at that moment, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle, Carloine. At that moment, you should have realized that, you know, all of that energy could have been put towards making yourself better and getting somebody better. hmm I feel like most people need some sort of validation and they keep looking outside of self. It's within. And I keep telling you guys that it's within. Thank you, super nifty Susie. You have a date with a 48-year-old man, but wonder if you 2-year-old son will cause an issue. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You've asked me this question like a couple times, and I've told you if you're not a jealous person, there is no issue. Okay. Most people put their children first, so just understand. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sure, I have box braids with curly ends. I'm 22. Is that pick me? See, um, you're in your 20s. You need to be looking your absolute best. Okay, you need to be looking your absolute best in your 20s. Your 20s are your golden years to get the bag. Don't waste time on box braids. You get old and you done got the bag already. Go for it. You are supposed to be looking your absolute best in your 20s. Stop wasting your time. Um, get get yourself up to the absolute best. Okay. You can get the most right now. Sure, how much should your old boyfriend text you? None. He's supposed to be blocked, baby. Um, thank you. So what was I saying? Okay. So everything that oh, please don't compare yourself to other people. You are an individual. You need to do the best you can do with what you have. You know what I'm saying? You need to be realistic with what you have. You need to be very realistic and make that work for you and put the energy into you and what you have. A lot of people a lot of people get angry or defeated or they feel like they can't do something because they're constantly comparing themselves to someone else. Okay. You can't do that. You have to just work on the best version of yourself. Okay. If you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, you're you're not the same. It's going to be frustrating when you see things happening and it's like, okay, well, how come that? Because you're not that person. Maybe that person gets up at 6 a.m. and you roll out the bed at the last minute. Maybe that person's is in the gym 2 times a day and maybe you don't go at all. So we don't know what other people are actually doing to get, the results that they're getting unless, they tell you. So that's why you can't compare yourself to other people. Thank you, Super. Susie, I will be turning 29 November 29th. Scared. 29 is still young. You good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lynn Gray. Hi, Sheila. Hi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just, you know, w- run your own race. That's why they put those blinders on the horses when they race in the track. So they don't be looking at other horses and getting distracted. They just focus on their own race. Focus on your own path. Focus on your own level up because Keep going. Right. And keep going no matter what. Never stop. Don't ever give up, because if you give up, you're going backwards. And that's leveling down. Okay. So if you go backwards, you know, then, you know, friends again, people on, people that are telling you it's okay to go backwards. So then you're going to keep going down and down and down. Before you know it, you're going to be in the level down group instead of the level up group, you know? So eventually, like, right, eventually you're gonna have to start all over, and you're gonna be even more frustrated the second time around, because you are gonna remember how close you were and how you fell off. So never go backwards. Always keep it moving forward, no matter what. hmm If you move backwards, you're gonna be mad at yourself later on. Thank you, Life with Bree. How do you feel about dating sites? Um, I think it's better to meet in person, because men treat you like pieces of meat when they meet you online. Okay, because they're just scrolling looking for sex. Okay, so if you meet people online, expect different treatment than you meet them in person. They're more respectable if you meet them in person, right? Like, um, yes, how do I not crave affection from a man? Get a cat, get a dog. If you have a child, hug your child. You know, um, that's validation that you're seeking. You need to self love, and you need to understand that being around a person does not make you want affection and love. That's yourself doing that. So, right, get you a pet, baby. Cuddle your stuffed animals at night. I feel like that's just looking for validation. That's a lot of women's problems. They didn't get enough validation growing up. They don't understand that they are enough, and they don't love themselves fully. So they look for other people, especially men, to make them feel as if they are special, important, and loved. And then they end up getting hurt because that man just wanted sex, and not only the only affection was just to get to the sex, and it wasn't even real anyway. And then you figure that out, and then you're even more upset. And then you end up seeking it even more, which then gets you hurt more and more and more. And then guess what? You haven't gotten anywhere. Full moon, level up, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Midwest Mama. So if you seek affection from men, you know, it's fine if you're in a relationship with one person, but if you seek it from men in general, that's not good. Okay. Um, your makeup been popping out. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I thank you for that compliment. Can you bind multiple? Wrong channel, baby. I'm looking for money, money, and money. Good for you. Hi, sure is much focus on race relations and discrimination masculine. Um, I mean, I'm playing dumb to get some money. I don't know what you doing over there, but yeah, I'm playing dumb to get money all day, every day. So, to me, I don't think it has a place in that type of discussion if you're dating, you know, to get some money. hmm So, thank you, Sasha C. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, what do you do when you're around people that constantly want to anger you or drag you down, or men who constantly um, are making you upset, and you forgot that you even existed because you're so worried about other people? Block them, get them out of your life, because if you do, then you can start the focus back on you and, other things that are very important. And, your money. You can get the focus back on getting your money on um, and on other things that are very important to you. Those things are blocking a lot of people because their priority is something that is not beneficial. So if you make a priority non beneficial, then the most important thing in your life is not good or helping you. And then that's when you start to go backwards. Then you start living for nothing. Okay. So always go forward. It doesn't matter what they did. It don't matter how they feel or you feel. It doesn't matter. If you're not moving forward, you are moving backwards. I only date very wealthy men and they have option, no stress so much over being perfect. In my looks, how can I set myself apart? Thank you, Carleen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you can look the best you can look. That's all you can do. You can't really, if you just got it like that, you got it like that. You know, be the best you can be. People are always going to have options. And old Dusty tried to come back, blocked. Good for you, Audria. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Block them Dusties. Um, what if you have a child with them and can't block them? Only talk to them about the child, baby. What are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing. Work on your charm and personality. Yes. Why do I feel bad about allowing my caring boyfriend to leave? By allowing my caring boyfriend to leave because he's unable to keep me with, because you are brainwashed, baby. If he was caring, he'd be able to take care of you. How about that? Okay, you just said he cares, but he can't take care of you. If you can't take care of your child, do you care about them? No. Okay. Bye. Tell him to go find whatever he's looking for somewhere else because he doesn't care enough for you to get up and do extra. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like you can't care for me if you can't help me or take care of me. I'm just sorry. Um, I mean, if you're in high school, that's obvious. If you're in college, that's obvious. If you grown, it's time to come correct. Okay. Um, thank you guys. Your ex is mad because you're moving to Charlotte next year, and we have an 8-month-old. He is serial cheater, so I'm moving to Charlotte to surround myself around better echelon of men. Good for you, Shelly. Okay. You hate going to work every day. I'm sorry. Okay. So everybody, next time you find yourself lurking on stage or trying to make yourself known or try to like to them again or thinking about that ex, remember that you are better than that and that you need to focus on that and you need to move forward and become even better so that when you look back you can say, oh my gosh, I can't even really believe yeah, I used to be around that. So that's your goal. Hmm. Try. Look, everybody need to stay leveled up all day, every day. It's your um, it's who you are now. You know what I'm saying? It's just who you are. There's no going back. If you go back, you never did it in the first place because it's supposed to be a lifestyle change, right? Okay. So yeah, always, always, always give to yourself first. Don't wake up to other people's social media and go seeing what they're doing. Go look on your own, look in your mirror, get yourself dressed, get your outfit inspiration from the day for the day or whatever. Do your own thing. Other people. Don't let them influence you and you putting yourself first. You know, always do that because if you wake up, I wonder what they're talking about. I wonder what he's doing on Instagram. I wonder if he, da da da. No, wake up, look at yourself, look at your own stuff, and then get up and go do your own thing. If you start the day like that, that's how your life is going to be. You start the day looking at other people's stuff and what other people are saying about this, and that. That's your life. That's what's important to you. So that's what your energy is going to go to automatically. And you're always going to be living through other people, or you're always going to be looking at other people instead of getting your stuff together. Thank you, Helena Million. This guy calls me his wife to his friends and wants me to move in with him. We haven't done anything yet. Trying to secure the bag. Is it too soon? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know how much money he spent on you. Uh, but if I feel like to move in with someone and you haven't done anything yet, I don't know how long y'all have been dating, what he's done for you, if he's invested in you. But I would get me some investments and some savings and some stacks before I move anywhere. Mhm. They can be from him. You can just put it in your account. Right. Right. The level up movement is alive, ladies. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Taj, the great one. Right. Your level up causing so-called friends upset. Those ain't your friends, baby. Most people only hang around you because you are on their level. And thank you, Aries. I know you say long distance. I don't do long distance, baby, but I think I can use this at least once. In your opinion, what's a good situation for you? You're gonna get kicked out. You need some rent money. I don't do long distance. I know you say, okay, not to disclose, have a kid, but is the age technology, how can you avoid getting caught in a lie? I'm caught, will they leave me for being dishonest? No, because you can just say predators. I don't tell people I have kids because of weirdos and predators. Thank you, Aries. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Neek. All you got to do is you. People are crazy and they after children. So I'm never telling people I have kids. You interested in me, you interested in me, not my child. Point blank, period. Mhm. Okay. The only reason men want to know if you have kids is if you're going to have time for them, enough time for them, and if you're going to be an easy target, or B, if they plan on a future with you and they probably don't want other kids involved. Okay. If you just after them for their money, then they don't need to know. If you become close and he starts falling for you, he won't care anyway. Okay. So, mhm. Live together. He wants a break because too toxic, because past infidelity gave him space to or break up. He doesn't realize he's the toxic one with anger issues. Lisa Smith, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know who he cheated. Oh, because he cheated. He wants to break up because too toxic. Well, you know what? That's understandable. That's what Plan B is for, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Plan B in place. Call them up. Call your plan B, baby. If you ain't got no plan B, you should have. Call up plan B. It's his turn on a rotation. Okay. Let that one go. Get another one. That one will be back around. Keep them in rotation. Get you money from him and the other one. Keep it moving. You can't just depend on one thing. Keep telling y'all. But if it takes several streams of income to maintain a lifestyle that you want or to be wealthy, it takes more streams of men to also maintain your lifestyle if you dating for wealth. Either have 7 streams or 7 men. You pick. Or both. How about that? Then you be extra rich. Get you a bunch. Get you either 7 streams of income or several men. Okay. How do I motivate James to want more in life and boss up? I married him already when he was motivated and bossed up. I didn't try to push him. I mean, he was already where he was supposed to be in life. I didn't have to, do much. All I did was be myself, and he wanted to do better on his own. That has to be inside of him already. That has to come with him. You know what I mean? That's already in a person when you meet them, what they want to do in life. Their ambition and their drive is already within them. That's not your job to you can do it if you like, just for encouragement, but they should already be there, baby. hmm They need to be there. They need to be ready, pumped up, ambitious, already got the bag, ready to give you the bag. Okay. Oh, so worrying about other people and not putting yourself first will always cause you to level down, and you won't even realize it. You know, when you're too worried about other people and doing things that put other people as a priority, when you're too busy stalking people on online and exes online, you're forgetting you, you know. And when you do that, you also start being more desperate, you know, and it shows. So you got to just block and keep it moving. You got to block old friends that no longer are able to be in your circle. You got to block old boyfriends that you may or may not be over. You got to block everybody that is a distraction to your level up. Okay. High 6 figures. He is obsessed paying my bills. 2.5 months. No sex yet, but he's 32. Very handsome. I'm 25, but I'm like a 10 model thoughts. Um, Thank you for the donation, TV. 2.5 months, no sex. He's young. He could get sex anywhere, just so you know. He probably has had sex with someone else. The chick that waits by the phone that he don't take out in public. You're 25. Of course he wants it. You're a model. You're a 10. Of course he wants it. He's gonna keep dating you till he gets it. Make him spend money so that when he looks back, he sees all the money he didn't spend. He gonna go, I might as well make you my girlfriend. I done spent how much? Make him spend way more. Okay. Make him. That's good that he's obsessed. Now take him shopping. Make him buy you some stuff. I have a type A personality, smart and sophisticated. I can catch but can't keep. I can't play submissive. No patience for BS suggestions. Shelly, how many jobs have you quit? Sprinkle, sprinkle, by the way. Um, if you cannot act or play a role, you're not going to get very far, because that's what we have to do in this world. So there's no good answer to that. You know, you gonna have to play a role, baby. Um, just like you do at work. When you get there, that's what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you got to do. I'm sorry. Go work on it. Know which mask to put on. Know which face to put on when you get over there. Doesn't mean it's true. It just means that's what you said. Okay. Always remember that. How to cope with a guy who obsessed with me, wants to be provider, husband, but not. I'm not attracted to him and he has a normal job. Wait for someone because better or accept proposal. What's normal? It like I feel like that's nice, but if he can't do if he's not gonna give you the um oh, truck driver, girl, bypass, quick. Yep, bye. Felicia, bye, Felicia. Get another one. Mm, okay. Um, yeah, bypass, please. Mhm. There's no even discussion behind that. Just be gone. Um, I have a scar on my face. Should I cover it? What if I get married? He'll find out. Um, I'm sure if somebody asks you to marry them, they'll see your scar before you get. You can tell them, yeah, you can cover it. They don't have to see it every day if you use makeup. Thank you, Christina. Spends money if I threaten to go marriage material. I don't know how much he make if he's marriage material, but if you can get money out of him, that's an added bonus. So um depends on if he can fully provide the lifestyle that you desire. Right. So just ask yourself that. If it's a yes, great. If it's a no, bye. What if a guy says he doesn't like texting? It means don't text him. That's what he just told you. Does he like talking on the phone? Does he too? Does that mean he like on the phone or to text? Depends on what he meant by that. Does he want you to call him? Mhm. Because if he don't even want you to call him, I think that's a clue. Like, I don't want to talk to you. Or he's married or something. He's hot. He can get a lot of responses on his phone. Hmm. Maybe he can't see good. Maybe he blind and can't read them the words. Aisha, thank you. Just wanted to donate because I listen to so much. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So if you have if you have anyone, you know, downing you, if you have coworkers downing you, if you have people that are just talking trash about you because of your level up or they can't do what you do, if you have an ex that you can't get over, all those people are more important than you because you've made them more important than you. That is your focus. So y'all can't focus on stuff like that. Your focus, wherever your focus goes, is where your prosperity flows. Just remember that. Wherever your focus goes is where your prosperity flows. You want your prosperity flowing to other people instead of back to you where it's supposed to be. Shira, you said to tell men we're looking for fun, not relationships. Men think fun, sex. What else can you say instead of fun? Thank you, Lucy. Just say I'm looking for. I would just say I'm looking just to have great experiences and get to know people and, just I just want to just be free to kind of just to know someone without any type of, expectations. I think people start acting different when there's an expectation upon them or something that they're moving towards. I think if we just let each other be who we really are, it will go that way wherever it wants to go naturally. Just say that. And basically, it means I don't know if you're good enough for me yet. You're going to have to prove yourself. I'm not just going to say I'm looking for a man to marry or I'm looking for a long term relationship to somebody that I might not want one with. So that means he's going to try harder, you know, because most women will tell him, "Oh, I'm looking for, um, long-term relationship or, just to date and see what happens after that." They already know what that means. That means if they say what you want to hear, they can get it quick. They lie and say, "Well, I think it's time for us to be committed." Then you'll give it up and they'll be, "Oh, something come up." So never give them anything to go by. That way you keep the control as far as how things go. Um, mhm. So always keep your focus on your improvement no matter what. That way no one else can distract you and soon enough they won't even be in your radar anymore because you're going to be so far ahead. You know what I mean? They won't ever really be an issue to you anymore because you're going to be way in where you were trying to get when you were worried about them. Okay. So get there instead of lagging, you know, and once you're there, you'll have a whole new set of people around you, a whole new set of goals, a whole new lifestyle, a whole new, you know, way to even think. And so you won't even be worried about anything that you were once worried about, stressed over, and angry about. Thank you, Bon. Need some advanced advice. Currently making 500K a year. And my husband makes a bit more. I finished my residency a year ago, but husband took care of me throughout my education and other men contributed. So I graduated with minimum debt. Good for you. Um, well, that was a good idea. See, now pay off that debt. Get somebody to pay off the debt now, and you will be living good. I believe I'm not. Hold on. See who that was. Thank you for the donation, Vaughn. Okay, I don't. Is 33 too old to get money from a man? No, baby. Because you look good. You can get money from a man as long as you look good. All right. How can you deal with fake friends and ending friendships over jealousy? Be too busy for them. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I'm too busy. I can't today. I'm too busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Sorry. Dating a six-figure engineer. He's told me he wants kids, marriage. Now he's concerned because I'm 11 years younger. He doesn't think I'm ready. What to do? Thank you, Alana. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, I don't know how old you are or how old he is, but if he wants kids, he thinks you're too young and da 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 da. Just say, well, if I have the right lifestyle and I have a maid and I'm nanny every now and then, I think we'll be fine. Girl, get your maid and nanny. Now I'm the sugar mama to my family, but it's obviously not getting any sugar. But you're obviously not getting any sugar. How do I tell them to get them a man to get ahead and stop relying on me? This is my divorced mom and college student sister, both pretty. Give them my channel, girl. No. You do that too, but um, that's why you never tell people how much money you make, darling. That's why you never let people into your business. So if you say, "Oh, I don't have it," or "I'm in debt up to my ears," that's their answer. That's what they have to go by. Never share how much money you make ever. This stops people from asking you for money, and when they ask you, you can always say that you don't have it because they don't know, good or not. It okay? They don't know. Thank you, Addie Watkins. The best thing you can do is say that you're still in debt. Okay, that's the best thing you can do, or that you're trying to save for a house and you can't. Um, you're trying to get a new house and you know your account is under surveillance or something. I don't know. Make up something, child. Taxes or something. Thank you, Tress Chitima. I'm 27, but most say I look 5 to 6 years younger. Any tips on what I should do to prioritize my shopping list for my new job in fashion? Um, I think Pinterest is a really good app for fashion. So they have like outfits you can put together or outfits already put together and then you know what to buy. So just put in classy outfits on Pinterest and then look see what they have. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, the Fresh Glish Glace. Hi Shira, I'm Black 21-year-old woman from Paris. I want a serious relationship with a man of means. Will men take me seriously if I'm 21? No. You're fun for them. I mean, if you look 21, you're fun, you know. If you dress classy, if you're mature for your age, if you go for someone in their midlife crisis, you can catch them. Okay? That means you're going to have to date 50, 55, between like 40, 48 and 50, 55. You can catch one. Okay? Anything younger just wants to be seen out and sleep with you. Um, Anything a little bit older and under 40 is like they still think they're in their 20s. They're in denial. So go for much older if you want a serious relationship and to be fully provided for with no issue. I say go for mid to late 40s. Thank you, Craig Wright. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Happy Friday. Oh, it's Friday the 13th, and he gave me double. Hey, Craig. Thank you. Okay, so she would just karma happen to people who leave good guys for more money. Yeah, it's called getting paid. Your karma for being smart is getting money. Okay. Your karma for being smart enough to make the right decision to leave and get more money is getting paid. Okay. Think about it. If it was a job, if it's a job you really liked, but another job was offering you, or there was another job offer for more money, are you really going to stay at that job because you're scared of karma? Okay. Karma sound like a real controlling person to me that's trying to control that life, keeping you broke. That's what it sound like to me. Tell karma she can go sit down while you go get you somebody with some more money. How you doing? Mm-hmm. How do you check a man's jealousy if he starts coming at you sideways? Ask him if he pays any of your bills and where's your ring. Look on your finger and be like, what you doing? I'm looking for this ring that you think you got on my finger. Thank you, Coco. I'm 22 and I am serious relationship with a 47-year-old. We live together. His pick me 40-year-old ex hates me. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Well, don't all exes hate the other person? That's good. She hates you. That means you did something right. The more haters you have, the better you are. Duh. Congratulations. At least she ain't making fun of you and saying, "Oh my gosh, this is what you settled for." You know, Okay. You're not worried about me, but you are no longer with your kid's father. You're concerned about their psychological well-being. Now he won't be in the household. I'm 31. He's 57. They are 2 or 3. Girl, they won't remember him. Girl, bye. They won't remember him. My kids don't remember when they was 2 and 4. He good. Yep, they good. Oh, you- they don't. They're not gonna remember. Okay. Why do men lose interest if you're a virgin? Thanks for your advice, Shira. I'm glad I found you this month. I've been binge watching your video. Prom dresses because they want. That's what they want from you anyway. That's all that they want from you. That's why if you want money and you want dates, you don't tell people that. You just tell them, "Oh no, it's going to take a lot to get to that. You're going to have to impress me, A, B, C, and D." You don't have to tell them you're a virgin. Why? I mean, like, unless why would you tell them that? That just means that they don't have a chance, so they're not going to spend any money on you. Just tell them that, right? Don't tell them. Oh, smart, beautiful. We're just starting that 35 and up. It's 35 and up. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You can join the Level Up group. Go to my description box, click on the little arrow that says show more, scroll all the way down and click to contact D Taylor on Facebook to friend her first, then click to message her and ask to be added to the group. It's a paid group. Do you think do you think white men provide more for black women? Thank you, Ashley Private. I think anybody that has enough money to provide for their woman would provide for their woman. Unless they don't feel like they have a steady stream of income and they fear that there's a limit on their income, you know. So, but in general, when dating, if you have it, you spend it. Okay, you got it, you spend it. Coco Onyx, I in real life acrimony situation. Ooh, she feels like I took what she could have had, but left him. When she left, he leveled up and met me. Oh, okay. Well, that's her personal hell. Let her live it. Coco on you the devil, girl. Congratulations. Look at it as a good thing. If she's crazy, call the police. Like, I wouldn't even really care or deal with her. Every time something happens, I'd be gone. Oh, I gotta go. I have a nail appointment. Bye, honey. Oh, just be better. Be better than her. Be like Sierra was to all the future baby mamas. Okay? Be better. Mhm. Get you the next one. You know, stay, but don't worry about her. She's not important. Okay? Thank you for the donation. Just be doing something else. Don't even worry about her. Be crazy with careful with crazy exes. I get a restraining order. Hey. That way she can't even come near, or he got to meet her somewhere, and you don't ever get to see her. Cut him off. Cut him off in the bedroom if he can't check her. Okay. Thank you, Coco. She's old and act my age. Okay. I ignore her. Good for you. Let her be a fool. Let her be a fool. She's gonna go home one day and realize that she wasted time. Okay. He wants passport details for holidays. Lied about my age. Oh, for vacation. Okay. Most women lie about their age, baby. It's not gonna be a surprise. I'm sure everybody he's dated and lied about their age. Thank you, Sierra Buzzer. Thank you, girl. XO. How do you get back dating if you're celibate? Who says dating includes sex? Don't tell them you're celibate. First off, that scares people away, just like the virgin word. Be seductive. Keep him chasing something he'll never get. Get paid. I don't know. Get him to spend money on you. Go to the nicest places. We live in a world where women think if they're dating someone, they got to have sex with him. No. Did he invest in you? Do you have money? Do you still work? Is bills paid? That determines that. Coco, does James' ex-wife hate or dislike you? I've never met her, so I don't know. I'm sure she does. I mean, who will? I don't really know, and it doesn't. I never met her. So I'm sure she does. I mean, I'm going to join the army soon. How to manage all the competition and the hate from other women. And a lot of sneaky girls out there. Why are you joining the army? That's my question. How to get a guy to pay for your plastic surgery. Make sure he has enough money to do so. And promise him something afterwards that you haven't given him before. Hmm. Right. Sugar daddy asked me to be his girlfriend, but still treats me the same way. Should I? I don't know how he treats you. Does he pay all your bills? Or is he just trying to get some for free? Where your money at? That's my question. If a man with money asks you to be their girlfriend, you need to be living well. You represent him now, so he needs to be paying for all your stuff. That's how it works. Okay. He gives you 4K a month. Will that stop if you become his girlfriend? Perhaps that's why he's asking. You want the money to stop? What do you think about trust funds, kids who are now trust fund men in their 50s, family owned successful business and his name on it? Great. Get that money. Family money. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Get his money. Um, How often should men text or call you while he's away on a weekend trip? Husband, boyfriend, or sugar daddy? Which one? If sugar daddy, they don't have to call you at all. Husband should at least call you a couple times a day. Dating, they don't have to call you either. Okay. So, boyfriend, they need to call at least once, maybe twice because you might be jealous, but the same as a husband. But anything else, none. Y'all don't have a commitment. Okay. Okay. So, and that's another thing, waiting on calls, waiting on calls, waiting on calls. Never wait on a call, baby. Always have enough people texting to where you never waiting on a call. Okay. Always have enough people on your roster to never have to be waiting on another one. If you're looking at the phone, you're wasting your time. Unless it's beneficial, that's it. You know, never wait on people. Never wait on people. Never get mad that they're not calling you. Do what they're doing. Enjoy yourself. Do something for yourself. Go out and have a good time. You sitting there waiting by the phone and they're out doing them. Go do you. Okay. Um, what do you do if boyfriend calls only once a week on Saturday and say that they're drunk? Realize that you are single, baby. Varsha, you single. You ain't got a boyfriend. Go get another one, baby. You don't have a boyfriend. Okay. Car broke, surprise funeral, says she. Right. I get items from African men, but never money. They give me perfume, home decor for my house. Why do they give money? Ask for money. Yeah, I got enough perfume and house stuff. Can't I have some money? Go to the Versace store. Go get me some clothes. Okay. Okay. Maybe they have a furniture store and a perfume store. Maybe that's their business. And they're just giving you stuff for free. I don't know, but get some money, girl. Okay. Y'all crazy. Mm, I caught a live. Hey, from the Virgin Islands. We love you. Hey, Marjorie. Thank you. Virgin Islands in the house. Hey. Mm-hmm. Is window shopping a good idea? For who? Drag them in there. Don't be a window shopper like 50 Cent say. Um, I have pretty friends and I love them, but when we go out, how do I get noticed? Go out alone, baby. Blossom. I always tell women, go out alone. If you want to get noticed, don't go around a bunch of women. Don't go out with a bunch of women. Go alone. Okay. If you go alone, you're easier to approach. Men are less intimidated to approach a group of girls. They'll approach one woman. Okay. Go alone. Split up from them. If you have to ride with them, just split up from them and go your separate way. Um. mhm. Should you deal with a small D if he's paying bills? No, you should go to work every day, work hard, get your money, and go look for somebody broke with a big one. Why? Because that's the most important thing. When you old and need life insurance and medical help, that D gonna pay for it all. Even though it don't work, that's the most important thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's not big, then you won't live a good lifestyle. Let me tell you about this. Okay. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Thank you for your understanding. Uh, do you think a boob job is required to secure the bag with a rich man? I don't I don't think it's required. I think a lot of women get it for themselves so that they can feel um, more confident, but I don't think it is required. Hmm. So yeah, we got to get our mind leveled up too. Our mind needs to level up, which means priorities are in the correct order, which means lifestyle is more important than the size of something. It means, your kids' education and future, or, future businesses and savings is more important than the size of somebody. It means you're looking towards bettering everybody involved in this situation, and not just what happens for 5 to 10 minutes while you laying in a bed. Okay. Best tips for going out alone, please. Maybe lunch outside of tourists in a good restaurant, go sightseeing, evening events. What to do exactly? In the US where we live, um, during business hours, women will go to like nice restaurants and sit at the bar because men go to lunch on their lunch break. Happy hour is after work, where instead of sitting in traffic, men will go have a drink at a bar or eat at a restaurant. Um, Nice shops in rich areas on the weekends when people are out and about. Car dealerships with very expensive cars, men in there with money. Okay, so go places like that. You know, I don't know how it is where you live, but perhaps figure out where you can hang out that's not, you know, looking like a tourist. Um, but I do need to be pleased physically. Guess I'll find a side piece. Huh? My focus would not be that. My focus, like for me, I don't know how to explain this. People that are too focused on sex never truly really get the bag. Okay. I'm just going to let everyone know. People that are so focused on sex never truly really get the bag because they're focused on something that is not beneficial. Okay. So get your focus correct. Yes. Don't get a side dusty. Please don't do that. If you do and you get pregnant by the side dusty and get stuck with the side dusty, then guess what? Hey, you're no longer leveled up and now you're stuck once again back into the pattern. So make sure your focus is on what is important and beneficial. Okay. Um, how do you know I a lot about the continent I was born in? LOL. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Okay. Get it out of your system. Contraception, right. hmm I think women that desire a lot of sex, and things like that just really desire a lot of validation. You know, you got to get that out of your system. Like, I can understand if you're, young and da da da, da, but if you're trying to focus on getting this bag, that is not important. Okay. Mhm. What about men who want lots of sex? They better have lots of money. hmm Okay. Mm, How many men should you have? Um, Well, it depends on the relationship with them. If you're just having sugar daddies and you're not sleeping with them, as many as you want. Thank you, Danielle Jones. Sure, but what if we are right and we want to argue our case and he's going crazy? We should still ignore them. I would rather be paid than be right. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be paid than be right. Right to who? Right? So you can be right all day as long as my money in my bank. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I don't care about Michael Jackson said it don't matter if who's wrong or right. Just get that money. You just beat it. I'm getting the money. Look, you right. Go do it. Go do exactly what you want to do. Whatever you think is right, you do that. Tell him he right. Get his money. Okay. I don't know why people have to argue and be right all the time. It doesn't matter. Is your bank account right? That's what matters. I don't argue with people. They right all the time. Just give me my money. You right. Okay. You are correct. That is true. I'll think about that. Money, please. You know, it doesn't matter. Just get your money and move on. The more you argue, the more they argue, and you'll never get anywhere. Most people know that they're wrong even when they're claiming that they're right. He know he wrong. If you go ahead and say he's right and he knows he's wrong, he already know he's wrong. Just get your money. Right. Mhm. Your friends have too much pride and ego to understand this. Oh, well, let them struggle and work hard and do what they got to do. They'll figure it out when it's too late and they'll remember that you tried to help. I said this before, but I just tell myself that I don't have to pay attention to it. Exactly. Do I have a car or do I use James' car? I had a car since I was 15. I've had several cars in my lifetime. Yes, James bought me a car when I was 24. Okay. And bought me another one. And, I've had many, many cars. So, yes, we don't share a car. That wouldn't work out. hmm If he gives me some cash, not much, and has other women, so I tolerate this. Ugh, okay, get your money. And you taught me it's pointless to argue with men. It actually antagonizes them and they see you as masculine. Much better to guilt trip them. Exactly. Guilt trip. Better to manipulate than to agitate. Manipulate, don't agitate. Right? That's why she was the best. She is patience and judgmental. Daniel Jones. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yay, amazing to teach us emotional self control. Just start crying. Oh, well, he's gonna feel guilty as soon as you just start crying, girl. Just stop. Don't argue. Stop competing with him and start making yourself the victim so that he runs to comfort you and gives you whatever you want. Whatever you were crying about, he's gonna give it to you. If you want something, cry. If he's arguing with you and you don't want to argue anymore, start crying. He's gonna apologize and give you whatever you want. Mm. Um, right. How do we cry? With tears? Act. Get your act on. Mm. Does James still give me money even though I have my business? Wouldn't he tell you no because he knows how much money you make? He don't know how much money I make. Love goddess. Things are slow every month. You know, I don't give all my information away. Some things are best left unsaid. Thank you, Tennessee. How do I get this ring from an A-list celeb son? We've been long distance friends for years. Now at 30, he's moving to my city and wants to date. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the question. Tennessee, you gotta make it seem like you guys are meant to be together. Do lots of synchronicities. Mirror his actions. Um, you know, tell him you had a dream about him. Just like stuff that makes it seem like y'all are meant to be. Oh, I had a dream about you last night. Um, or, you know, say we instead of I or me. Always talking we's. hmm Be the type of woman that he would wife. Okay. Never tell a man how much money you have, darling. Right. I have a video saying don't be emotional. hmm Um, he doesn't really care how much money I make because he doesn't need my money. That's the whole point. Like, you don't need my money. You see, men give you money because they want you to be happy. That's how they show you, here, here's something nice for you. I love you. Thank you for staying with me. Don't go nowhere else. Men, you shouldn't have to beg your man for money. If you have to beg your man for money, it means that they don't truly appreciate you. If you ask and it's not given for whatever reason, you need to question that whole thing, because that's the whole point. Okay. If Yeah. And the fact that I don't talk about how much money I make, or tell him, is also you know very feminine, because I'm not flexing my money around him. I'm not saying, well, I got this and I could do that. And da, 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 da. He doesn't feel like, um, well, dang, she's making this money now. She don't need me anymore. I'm not ever going to tell him how much money I make. I tell him, oh, that's the kids' money. That's going to the kids. Everything I make goes into a savings for my children. So I don't spend it. You know, when Layla and Sasha grow up, they're going to have more money than probably most people have in their savings at a, as grown people. You know, they're going to start off major, because that's where I'm putting all my money, um, into my children, into my businesses. They're going to start off with enough to do whatever they want to do in life, whatever they want to do. Okay, so doing that, he understands, and that's a noble thing. So he give me whatever I want. Uh-huh. What if the man is more emotional than me? I don't know why you with somebody more emotional than you. I just don't. I couldn't do it. I'd be disgusted and I'd get up and walk. I can't do that. I would probably start laughing. I mean, he would probably leave me for laughing at him, because I'd just be like, are you really sitting up here crying? Um, James, divorce lawyer, can ask you to produce assets. How do you protect yourself? James would never divorce me, but if he did, then all I have to do is just stop doing what I do and stop making money. Then I get his money. you know, um, I'm not really worried about that though. He's not that type of guy. Like, should you put your husband first instead of your kids? Never, lady astronaut. What the heck? Kids come first. Man come last. Okay. Man is last. They come last. They at the end of the line. They wait to the end. How to spot dangerous rich guys or fake rich guys online elite dating. You can't really spot them because it's online, you know? Mhm. Pick Misha told you bad advice, lady astronaut. Pick Misha to the curb. You don't need her advice. Should you stay in town or travel? I'd travel. I'd have a good time, fun. Mhm. What's the difference between feminine and emotional men? Um, I mean, if you think emotional is feminine, then nothing. I can't do emotional men. Like it's too much for me, you know. It would just be like this is what I'd be doing the whole time, rolling my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, ugh, come on. So it would be a absolute turnoff. I I don't have time for that. Thank you, phenomenal Rushka. Thank you for all your great videos. I'm learning a lot. I sent my payment for Level Up group on Tuesday. How long does it take? You have to write her back. Phenomenal. You got to write her back and say, tell her the name of your PayPal or Cash App because everyone's name is different on all their social medias and PayPals and all that kind of stuff. So you got to say, I paid, I was such and such from PayPal. Please add me in. And you will get the response. How to take a man from his wife if he's inviting me to take him. I just don't know the steps to do so. Inviting me, we spend a lot of time, we take trips, he buys me stuff. I'm a Pisces, LOL. Thank you, Lena Hill. Um, it depends on if you have kids. Also, um, if he's going to divorce, like, can he afford to divorce? Are you worth the divorce? Are you worth the price of the divorce and what it will cost him? If you can answer you're worth a lot and he'll do it, then go ahead and snatch him, girl. Um, snatch him. If he's inviting you to take it, maybe he want to be took. Or maybe he just playing you and he'll never leave and you're gonna be wasting time thinking he will. Just get his money for now. The more he invests in you, the more money he spends on you, the better you'll be able to get him. The easier it will be to take him away, the more money he spends. So get him to spend that money. Because this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna measure all the money he done spent on you. And when you threaten to leave, because he ain't going nowhere, he's gonna be like, dang, I done spent half my life savings or, you know, thousands upon thousands of dollars on her. And she's finna go and I'm finna be stuck with the wife that I don't even want to be with. I better jump ship now. That's how you do that. Get them to spend that money, no matter what. Big, whatever, gifts. You want nice stuff. All the time spending money, spending money, spending money. They ain't throw that ultimatum out there. Okay. Okay. Shira, I ignore his call if he calls. Haven't heard from him in 24 hours. I don't know who that is. Is it boyfriend, husband? You know, people aren't obligated to talk to you every day, depending on the relationship. So I don't know if they're your man or they're just a man. hmm I'm currently talking to six guys. I noticed I'm catching feelings 6 years older than me. I panicked and blocked him. Should I give him a chance? Um, Keep your eye on the prize. If you have a goal, you won't fall. If your goal is to get something out of him, that's going to be your main focus. Okay, so create a goal, unblock them, and see what you can get from them. Make a goal that you're going to get something. hmm Um, how to deal with and conflict with your husband while keeping emotions intact. What is the conflict? Because I really don't care enough to argue with people. Like, you have to be like, I don't care. Just give me my money. What is the conflict? Are you trying to control him or is he trying to control you? Because you can't control anybody. They have to be disciplined on their own and you need to treat them accordingly. It's like if they act a certain way, they know you're not going to do a certain thing. So they don't act that way. You got to train. It's basically they already know. You can't control a person. Mhm. Right. You're pregnant by your soon to be ex-husband. Should you keep the baby? He makes six figures. Why are you even divorcing? You having a baby? He makes six figures. Stay, have the baby, raise the child. That way you don't have to work because you're gonna have to go find a job. Get your money, relax, raise your child, get him all the daycare, get the child in school, whatever, whatever. Get you a sugar daddy on the side. There you go. Don't leave to struggle, baby. That's a bad combination. Mhm. An ex couldn't reach out to me after a month because they would be blocked. Blocked, baby. It means they feel stupid, they can't get free sex, and now they're calling you. It means somebody probably played them, and now they feel stupid for leaving. I don't do exes because that means I'm going backwards in life. hmm And that's another thing you guys stop. Please, you guys stop moving backwards. If somebody didn't work out, if they're an ex, if they did something, they're gonna do it again. Unless they're super paid and is going to make your life 10 times better, keep moving forward. Okay. Oh, he's your boyfriend, Maya? I don't know how old you guys are because y'all could just be playing and stuff. If your boyfriend ain't calling you, we already know most men cheat. So hey, get you another one. Okay. I don't really be calling people that much. If it's a new relationship, there's something going on, of course. Are you with him for money or are you with him for his phone calls? My question. You with him for that money or for them phone calls? Friday the 13th. Yay. Hey everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Um, do you believe in genuine love? Yes. When you have a child and you look into that child's eyes and that child looks in your eyes and there are no conditions between you two, that is genuine love. Any love from a man or any other person outside of that family status is conditional love. They love you based on what you are doing and what you're not doing. So I do believe in genuine love, but I don't expect it or seek it from a man. I expect provisions and protection from men. If they want to love me and fawn over me, that's an added bonus. Thank you, SB. To level up, what do you think about losing weight? I'm 5'7", 200 pounds. Do you think wealthy men nowadays prefer more petite women? Would being smaller get me larger pool of heart? Yes, definitely, SB. It would definitely get you more money. hmm The more you look like the fantasy woman, the higher your chances are about of getting money. Okay. Sure, I came. Thank you for the donation, Sprinkle Sprinkle. But yes, your chances go up the more in shape you get. And you don't have a long way to go. Y'all that on that Beyonce Homecoming on Netflix, after she had her twins, she was up there. I think she's what, 5'7" or 5'6". She came down. You can do it, you know. Um, right. There is no ideal woman's figure. You only can do the best you can do with your body, baby. If you need plastic surgery and that's what's gonna make you happy, fine. If you don't need it, fine. If you don't want it, fine. Do the best you can do with your own body. There is no ideal. There is just can your booty fit in the chair? Do you need two plane tickets? Okay. Um, I work with my husband makes minimum wage. I want to divorce him so I can level up and get sugar daddies. Do you think that's a smart idea? Sure. Okay, where are you gonna live? How you gonna pay for your stuff? Are you gonna get a sugar daddy while you're still married? Who's gonna pay for the divorce and the lawyer? I think you need to figure out all these things first. You need to get some. You need to, if you want to leave him, you're gonna have to get some money or get a sugar daddy while he's on his minimum wage job. Okay. Wait. What about those women who are already millionaires, billionaires? Do you think they should marry or date for money? Be as a millionaire and still getting cheated on and heartbroken. Um, when you're a millionaire and billionaire, you marry for status. You can't go and marry like you can't do what Nikki did. You're gonna get laughed at. You see what they doing. Okay. Beyonce can't show up with a dusty. That's just it won't happen. She'll either go for another billionaire, which will probably be cheating on her too, because that's what men do. So you got to just figure out what is the best lifestyle for you and your children. What makes you the happiest? You know, she don't need she can be single, but what they're trying to do is be an example. So she cares more for her cause and her example. So that's what she's going to represent, and that's what it is. Um. Mhm. Where do you get contraception? Yes, CVS, the pharmacy. Yes, any store. How do you become less emotional and strained? Stop caring, have a goal, have a focus, you know. Set a goal, set a focus. My goal is to get this much money out of this person. I have to figure out ways to get it. This, and that. Have a goal. It'll keep you from being emotional. Um, you have a metabolic disease. Hold on. Metabolic disease. You gain weight, can't afford plastic surgery. Shira, in response to your answer to SB hopeless, I have okay. Um, well, if you have a disease, then and you can't lose weight or whatever, then there are treatments. If you can't treat yourself, and that's no way that you can change anything about yourself, then be the best version of yourself. Be the best you can be. Okay. Thanks for answering, Shira. You're welcome. Shira, I never text or call first, and he makes me feel guilty for not talking first sometimes. Um, well, maybe he feels like you don't appreciate him. When you text him for something, he ain't gonna ask you to be texting first no more. Text him first and ask for something. Be like, hey, can we go shopping? I need some money. Can you pay this bill? Text him first. He ain't gonna ever ask you that again. Okay. Mm-hmm. My sugar daddy never stayed for more than a few months because I'm withholding sex now. How can I get a man to provide long term with zero sex before marriage? Keep rotating them or get somebody that believes in the same thing that you do. It's very hard these days. So, a girl told me that she told the man that she was with that having sex on her wedding night was her ultimate fantasy. Like, for the first time, was her ultimate fantasy. And then, you know, um, it turns her on so much, think about it, and it's just gonna be the ultimate, you know, thing. I don't know. Just that's why you have to have more than one or two and just keep them rotating. Hmm. Or you have or get an old one that doesn't mind getting married. Um, you had temper issues. It's ratchet and unclassy, but I've learned that. Good. Mhm. Because of you, I really stopped caring, and it's amazing. Yes, it's so amazing to just not care. You have no idea how much better your life gets when you just stop caring. When you stop caring about stuff that's not beneficial to you, everything blossoms. Everything. Because your focus is no longer on anything negative, it's all on you. And so you blossom, you know? Hmm. Be less emotional, set a goal focus, right? Mhm. Um, put everyone aside until you get yourself taken care of, until you get yourself to the place where you want. Everything else is secondary. You know, I mean, unless you have kids, you got to take care of your children. But everything else is secondary. If you are not improving and benefiting yourself, everything else is secondary. Okay. People's thoughts about you are secondary. Your concern with other people that are not benefiting you are secondary. Thank you, SB. I'm over 40, but look 20 to 27. Is it too late for me to get a wealthy man, or do they just want girls in their 20s? As long as you look good, you could get a man. You just have to be realistic and probably date much older men. Okay. But yes, you definitely can get one. Okay. Because I'm 40 and, do what you got to do. Black China is dating a 60-year-old wealthy man. People are saying, look what she has come to. I think she's leveling up. Black China know what she's doing. Leave her alone. Okay. She's strategic, she's sneaking, and she always gets a car and a bag. Leave her alone. Let her work her magic. Um, yeah, she got her own show. I think she's doing good. She may be ratchet, she may be whatever, but she's still getting to the bag. Okay. People are seeing it from a different perspective, and they sitting in wherever they are, broke with they dusty, asking, she saying she's gone down. Why do people dislike old men? I like them. Plus, they die early, so you can keep everything. I don't know. Um, right. How can you not think about your father when you're sexing an old man, old enough to be your father? That's sick and perverted. Just like you don't think about your brother when you having sex with a man your same age, baby. The same way. You just don't think about family members because that's gross anyway. Okay. I could say the same thing. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Smoothie. James brought me a smoothie. Isn't that nice? So, right. Older men bring you smoothies and they know exactly what you want in your smoothie and what you don't want in your smoothie. Um, how do you secure the bag in your early 20s? By dating older men. I met James when I was 22. Hmm. I am abominable for genuinely being attracted to men in their 40s and I'm only 17. Girl, no, like when I was 17, I was dating an older man too. Not in their 40s though, but shoot. When I was 18, 19, 20, yeah, 40s. I don't think it really matters because they're 20 in their mind. They still think they're 20 in their mind. It's easy if you just do it. It's like, what? You'll realize it's not that bad. It's like, okay, you're still just people. Mhm. I couldn't date anything young. Mhm. Mhm. You would pick Denzel over Trey Songz? Me too. Mhm. Would you give your daughter the same advice? Of course. Um, because I know, like, I put myself in my daughter's place. I wouldn't want young boys messing over me. I'm finna get the bag and I'm finna get treated well. Thank you, Lisa Smith. What if I don't want a plan B? How to not care? Get a hobby, get a business, get a hobby, busy your time. Hmm. That's how you not care. You just do something else that makes you happy. So, yeah, I would give my daughter the same advice because I would just only imagine her being with a Dusty. Her birthday comes around, he don't get her nothing, standing her up all the time, asking her for $20. I sure would give my daughter the same exact advice because I don't want her walking around feeling worthless because the man she chose to be with is broke and dusty. No, I'm teaching her go go for someone who appreciates you and who's going to treat you right. Yeah, get your dusties out the system, have a good time in your teenage years and in your young, very young adult years. But get yourself together afterwards. Hmm. Don't bring home a dusty permanently. You play with dusties. You don't marry them. You don't procreate with them. Okay? You play with them when you're young in the sandbox where they're supposed to be dusty. When you get to the correct age, you leave them at the sandbox and you dust yourself off and you go and get someone that's going to really benefit your life. Okay. Even if you have your own money. Okay. You think James peeps around the corner to hear what I'm talking about? He don't care what I'm talking about. He lived what I'm talking. He done lived it. He's like, he don't care. He happy. Look, when you happy, you don't care either. You got everything you need, you don't care. Do what makes you happy. That's how our marriage is. Do whatever makes you happy. That's it. I don't try to stop anybody from doing anything. They don't try to stop me from doing anything. We all just happy. Controlling someone is the worst thing you can ever try to do, ever. How do I not let my feelings come in the way? Should I disappear or not let it happen? If you truly love someone, you want them to be happy. How about that? You don't want them to be doing what you want and have them miserable. Understand this. After a long time of being married and trying to control and trying to pull and trying to argue and stuff like that, you just come to the realization that each person just want to be happy, and you allow that, and that's what keeps everything together, you know? So when you're trying to control stuff, when you're arguing all the time, you're not getting anywhere. Okay. So if you care too much and they don't, they're trying to tell you they don't care. Listen to them. If they treat you this way and you feel some type of way about it and they don't care but you do, that should tell you that that's not the right person for you, you know? If they don't care and you care more, then it's unbalanced. You shouldn't be with them for their money if you're with them because you want their care, you know? SB, what do I think is a good yearly salary that girls should set their sights on for men? 1K, 100K, 200K. What do you consider a good minimum income? Okay, I gotta go in a second, but I'll answer your question. Thank you for the donation. Um, it depends on where you live, like the city that you live in, because cost of living. If you were to date him, get pregnant, and possibly get married, would he be able to provide for you? Would you have to work? Could you have the amount of kids that you want to have with him on that salary? That's how you figure it out. If you're not going to marry him, does he have enough to pay his bills and your bills? So think about the lifestyle you want. And if it fits within that range and that you can have what you want, drive the car you want, then yes, it is enough. Right. 70K is a bypass. Don't go for no two digits, baby. Go for Go for the six figures. Do not go for five figures. You going for five figures, you wasting time. Okay. Do not go for five figures. I Five figures to me is just like you could do that by yourself in your sleep, baby. You don't need a man for five figures. hmm It's 200 good to marry. It's good if you live where um, the cost of living is low and you're going to have the lifestyle you want and be able to drive the car you want and have kids and not have to work. So add that up. hmm Please don't. What? What do you think about how Marjorie and Steve Harvey met? She came the show late, made a showstopper entrance, and make sure he noticed her. Was it on purpose? I'm sure it was. Just like the lady that come late to church in her red dress and her heels clicking on the floor, so pastor can see. So that building fund could be in her bank account by the end of the week. How you doing? My eyelash is about to. I gotta scoot it over. Yes, make an entrance, baby. How do you make your boyfriend chase you? Leave him alone. Get a life until he remembers he has a girlfriend and he start chasing. Okay. Like have your own thing going. Be busy. Go out with your friends. Allow him to miss you. That's how they chase you when they miss you. So you would need five guys on 70K. Yeah, 70K. If if you're straight out of college and young and just dating, no kids, no mortgage, that's cool, but not for real life, you know. Um, okay, sure. Can you give me tips on how to successfully divorce my husband? Um, Make copies of all his financial records, tax stuff. Don't tell him what you're doing. Get all your paperwork in order, make copies, get all together. Gather your stuff. Gather your evidence, gather all his income and all that kind of stuff. Gather all that without him knowing. Don't even let him think anything is wrong. Strategic. You got to be strategic. Okay. Get the bank statements, get all of that. If you have kids, and you plan to separate and move out, go ahead and file your child support before you even file for divorce. Okay. You can do that online, like right before you send the divorce, papers and stuff. Um, Make sure you have enough money to move if you're going to separate. And you have all that you need. I don't care. That's why. I'm not caring. Um, Look good. Try to look your best every day. That's how you keep people on your toes. Like whenever I wake up, I get ready. I put my makeup on, do my hair, put something cute on. Every time I leave the house, there is an opportunity for somebody to approach me. Keep a man on your toes by being approachable and looking like you do have options. You know, don't have a man sitting there thinking, "Oh, I don't have to worry about her." You know, that's why they will always treat you right because they know you got options always and forever. Mhm. Mhm. Why so many women get defensive when you mention you want a provider husband because they want one secretly too, but they don't know how to get it. how you how to show a man that you don't by not paying attention to them. Sure. Do you have tips for asking anything successfully? I swear I can't even ask for a dime. Well, don't ask, tell. I'm going to need you to help me out this month because I had to help my mother pay her bills because she was sick and da 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 da. So I'm going to need you to help me out a little bit. Okay, baby? Like just about this much money. Rub on their leg, whisper it in their ear, and say, and then, you know, um, da da da. You don't ask, you tell. Or you come up with a scenario and tell them that they're going to help you. Or you just come up with a scenario and hopefully they'll offer to help you. Either way, you don't really ask. You just come up with something, have them offer, or you tell them what they're going to do in a cute way, in a baby voice and stuff. Hmm. How to show a man you don't care. Ignore him, baby. Most people will never level up, sad. I know. But those who want to need to be able to. How would she would deal with the cheating husband? Um, well, it depends, like, it depends on why you marry your husband, you know, or if you, or why they cheated or why you think they cheated. So everything depends on something. If you will benefit by leaving, do what's the most beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Always go for what's the most beneficial and leave you struggling less. So always follow the logic. Like, if leaving your husband is going to be more beneficial than staying with him, by all means, if he messes up, right? But if leaving him, like if he just cheated, you can go and cheat too. That's not an issue. If you're not going to benefit and going to struggle, I mean, the next dude going to cheat on you too. So what you going to do then? So here's the thing. If you stay and he cheats, you cut him off in the bedroom. You continue to get your money, um, save up if you want or whatever, whatever. But don't leave to struggle. Leave when you're good and comfortable and ready and it's beneficial. Thank you, Antoinette. Listening to you, I got an apartment, better job, had a baby, no longer a pygmisha, in your first car today, turning 22 next month, and changed my mindset and life. Congratulations, Antoinette. Yay. Leveling up. Um, Hello from Johannesburg, South Africa. Hi. Um, do you think Kenya Moore secured the bag? I'm not following any of those housewife things, so I don't know. Um, right. Yeah, that's why you cut him off in the bedroom, baby. You got a cheating husband, cut him off in the bedroom forever. Okay. If he want to cheat, that was his choice. He need to stick with that. As long as your money in the account. Um, you need to be on TV. I need a show. I need to be on TV. Oh, well, I'm on YouTube. Hey, does anyone else have a problem with this channel loading and buffering a lot? Yeah, YouTube is always updating. Messed up. Cheating is stupid. Why not just split up? Well, if you want to lose half your money and half your car and house and pay child support, great, because it's very beneficial for the woman. You know, I'm sure there would be a split up if it was very beneficial for the woman. Okay. Oh my gosh. How do you make your boyfriend whipped? Making sure he's old. Um, Sorry, I was texting. But yeah, yay. How I gotta go in a second. How to tell I'm not a 50-50 person if he's not used to be the only provider. Um, don't look like a 50-50 person. First of all, don't walk anywhere looking like a 50-50. Walk into any place looking like you pay your own bills if you with a man. That's what you need to look like. Okay. Why not just stay single? You're probably young, but um, um, you can stay single. But when men are constantly approaching you, asking you out, and why you not single, you might as well just take advantage of it. You know, there you go. Somebody offering you a lifestyle and a offer you can't refuse, you're gonna take it. I'm like, okay. Women constantly approach you. Well, those probably not the ones you really want. I'll come back later. Maybe, maybe not. What if husband suggests you make more money? Ask him to suggest he make more money because he's the man. Tell him you can go work at the strip club. I'm going to be a cocktail waitress at the strip club. They give really big tips. Um, then start working out so he'll think you're trying to become a stripper next. Oh, I'm going to go back to school to become a massage therapist. I'm going to be touching on old men's booties with oils. Yeah, go make your money, girl, in a way that he won't be comfortable with, and see what he do. All right. I'm gonna go work in the spa as a masseuse. The one that's 24 hours. Yes, that's the one I'm going to work at. They make good money over there, I heard. Am I vegan? I am plant-based, yes. Okay. I'd be like, I'll be home in the morning, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. Get the kids ready for school, and I can drop them off. And he's like, never mind. No, no, I can do it. Hmm. Opinion on shared bank accounts. Only for idiots. I mean, you can be on his bank account, but he don't need to be on your other bank account, your main bank account. Okay. Right. Keep your own money separate. If he wants a shared account, you put like a little couple of dollars in there, but nothing you worried about. Right. All right, y'all. I gotta go. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who donated. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for everybody who hit that like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, you can do that for me before I go. That way I know y'all like the video. Um, and then I'll see y'all later. And in the description bar, all my links, how to get like just all the links and stuff are down there. If y'all have any questions, and scroll all the way down to the bottom for the link to inquire, be added to the group. It's a paid group. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Oh, thank you. I can't lose. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl.